cinnamon. They can be black. They can be
He's
brown.
putting a
They
beautiful
can
show.
be blue.
On your right is where we usually see the mountain goats. If you look at your about 11 o'clock, it looks like there might be some here up on this mountain range up to the left, sitting on the ledge. They look like white spots, and don't mistake them for snow. They aren't. But yes, the mountain goats are on this cliff side up to your left. Yeah, maybe it's significantly more major repairs is 3 years. So what happens is when the construction companies work on the road, anything that's left over, they have to improve the trails. And those trails aren't just used for people for hiking or biking. It's also used during the winter time for the snow and snow dogs to go through, the snow sleds to go through, as well as people like cross-country skiing or snowshoeing. So that helps improve the environment for those kinds of activities to take place throughout the year. Quite a bit of sightings okay, can you hear me now? Okay, cool. So in this area right here to your left, there's been a lot of sightings of Bigfoot. Just so you want to keep your eyes open on your left-hand side, I do recall him standing close to a tree somewhere here. But anyways, all joking aside, this area here, what used to be, like I said, Burwood, the original home of Burwood. And if you notice the trees, they look somewhat dead. Actually, what happened was, see, Bigfoot is to the left. There he is. What happened was in 1964, when the Good Friday earthquake took place, and the ground fell, the water came in, the salt water came in, and it basically pickled or petrified the trees. So that's why the trees are like that. And Burwood actually was a supply town to miners, because there's a lot of mining throughout this area. And once the earthquake took place, which was, I believe, 9.2 to 9.4, I can't remember exactly the numbers, but the town shifted to our left back into these mountains, and it then started off with Aliesta, which there's a very large ski resort area up there. Also, Burwood is the hometown of Ted Stevens, who is a politician here, and as well as the airport is named after him. Also through this area, if you keep your eyes peeled to the right or to the left, is where we actually have seen a lot of moose. So if you just kind of keep your eyes open, if you notice anything, please call it out. Can't promise anything, but who knows?
Some of you might wonder, what do the bears eat? There's actually not much of a difference when it comes to brown bears and black bears with what they eat. They are both omnivores as closely as possible, but we do have
avalanche area. So all throughout here, what they do is they have monitors up there, and they monitor the amount of snow, the type of structure of the snow, almost as though they're engineering the snow. And what they do is they do close the roads off at times. These are actually markers because the snow actually gets this high during the winter seasons, and so it keeps people on track for the road, so that they have a marker to look ahead to try and stay on the road. Because this road is the inlet to Whittier.
So this is high?
Yes, this high, yes. Okay, once I park, they'll have a guest host come aboard and give you a little bit more explanation on what's next. Which I'm pretty sure you all can figure out what's next. But they're going to give you more of a brief synopsis of what to expect. You're more than welcome. If you want to leave anything on the coach, just let me know. We'll secure it, and then that way you can actually go aboard.
or moving towards the back of the boat, covering your ears, because I know it's a lot. The other thing is the slip is only slightly wider than the boat itself, so sometimes we do nudge it. So we ask that everybody please remain seated until the captain or crew tells you to get up.
Thanks again for coming, everyone. On behalf of myself and the crew here at Portage Glacier Cruises, we appreciate you coming out and enjoying this beautiful part of Alaska with us. If you're going anywhere else in the state, stay healthy, stay safe, enjoy the rest of your trip. The ramp is down and you're free to leave the vessel at this time. Thanks again, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
So if you guys were able to catch a glimpse of that moose that was back there, my mic failed me just so you know, so hopefully everyone got to see it. I call them mooses. There's more than one, but that's really not right. They're moose. But anyhow, just keep your eyes open because, like I said, it's supper time or dinner time for them, so they'll be moving around a little bit more.
So whatever.
It's a reservation?
We haven't.
So you gotta pay for 10 with no reservation.
टेबल सामने निकाल ले लेकिन
ये आपका आपका ठीक है तो मैं मन काम किया नहीं आप
Pela magela ngayon ko, nilaway mo ako duwan ni Marla. Yeah, but they comes in bowls. Yes. Okay, I will go for.
give me
For the dressing, for the salad.
आप